Pep Guardiola is possibly one of the greatest managers in the history of soccer. But do I really think that Pep Guardiola is the best? No. I'll say this one reason why. I look at other coaches. I look at someone like Arsene Wenger. I look like a Jose Morinho. I look like a Sir Alex Fergeson. I look at a Jurgen Klopp. And what's the one thing these managers have been able to do? Win trophies with a less starter-studded squad. Manchester City are run by people that have money to spend and money to waste. But thankfully for them, they managed to get into the Champions League final. Like, wow, Manchester City made the Champions League final. It's such a shocker that this team that spends nearly 500 million every single season is in the Champions League. Like, it's going to be obvious. Like, they're not PSG. They're run better than PSG because they have Pep Guardiola as the head coach. But looking at Arsene Wenger, he won titles with Arsenal. Yes, he never really did that well when it came to European success, but he still won titles for Arsenal, and Arsenal do not have the type of money that City have. Sir Alex Ferguson, I just said the same thing. Sir Alex Ferguson is the last manager to do the treble with an English club that was Manchester United back around I think 1999 or 2000. And Manchester United does not have the type of money that City has. Jose Mourinho, the chosen one, he won a Champions League with Porto. Porto, a team that's in a league that's not even in the top five leagues. The top five leagues I would consider are the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and the League One. Those are the top five leagues. And Jose Mourinho back in the day was able to win the Champions League with Porto, who definitely don't have the type of budget that Man City have. So this is the whole reason why I don't think Pep Guardiola is the best manager of all time. I really just don't. Because if you're the best manager of all time, you can work with whatever the team gives you, whatever they give you. And if you have a certain type of way that can build the players around, I mean, look at Jose Mourinho, what he's doing right now with Roma. Roma's going to be in the Europa League final. Roma's going to get top four this year. And Roma wasn't even considered to be one of the top four teams in the Serie A this past season. But Jose Mourinho has been linked with rumors to take over the PSG job, but apparently that is not going to be the case, and I'm very happy because if Jose Mourinho, I gotta be honest, if Jose Mourinho ran PSG, PSG would be a serious contender for the Champions League winners next year. But Pep Guardiola, let's take a look at his career. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City. What do these three teams all have in common? They were already giants before Pep Guardiola. He won a Champions League title with Barcelona. He did win, I don't believe he won a Champions League title with Bayern Munich. And then we look at Man City. He's in the Champions League final with Man City. If he cannot win this Champions League final against Inter Milan, Pep Guardiola definitely should not be considered at all for the greatest manager of all time in the world. Because I just don't consider him to be one of the best managers of all time. I'm going to be honest. I think that if you put in a lot of other coaches, if you put a Klopp in that situation, Klopp is going to win titles. If you put a Pochettino, if you put a Pochettino in that situation, Pochettino is going to win titles. Pochettino's rumored to take over a Chelsea job, and if he gets that type of budget that the owner's been willing to spend, then Pochettino has a very good chance at winning a Champions League in the next couple of years. Yes, he was at Spurs, and yes, he was at PSG, and he didn't win anything, but that still doesn't matter. Anybody has the opportunity if you have a good budget. If somebody were to give somebody the budget of a PSG or a Man City, let's say Arsenal were given a PSG and Man City budget, Mikel Arteta, the way he has that team playing, it'd be done. It'd be done. Arsenal would be a Champions League contender every single season because you know why? It's the way the coach has tactics. And Pep Guardiola does have good tactics, but he also has the owner that's willing to spend money on the players. Mikel Arteta, the players that Arsenal have are nowhere considered on the level of the Manchester City players. I just wanted to get that over with. And Mikel Arteta had Arsenal within 3 games of winning the Premier League title before they choked it yesterday. But I'm gonna be honest. The four managers that I said before, Sir Alex, not three managers I said before. Sir Alex Fergeson, Arsene Wenger, Jose Morinho, and even I'd say Jurgen Klopp, I think are all better than Pep Guardiola. So my honest opinion, is Pep Guardiola one of the best managers or possibly even the best manager of all time? I just don't believe so.